Python and Mojo revolve around function call. Implemented with std library hashtagged under double underscore, greater than underscore. This dub underscore implemented by standard library hashtagged under. Let's see the difference between Python def function and Mojo def function. In Python def, all values passed into Python def function, reference semantics. In Mojo def, all values passed into a Mojo fn function are immutable references by default. In Python def we follow reference semantics. Reference semantics is nothing but function can modify mutable objects passed into it and those changes are visible outside the function. Function can modify mutable objects passed into it and those changes are visible outside the function. Now we move to Mojo def function. All values passed into a Mojo def function use value semantics by default. Mojo def function receives a copy of all arguments. It can modify arguments inside the function, but the changes are not visible outside the function. Convention for immutable argument passing in a Mojo fn is called borrowing. Why arguments conventions are important? In Python, all fundamental values are references to objects. Python function can modify the original object. In Python, all fundamental values are references to objects. Thus, Python developers are used to thinking about everything as reference semantic. Python or machine level, you see references actually passed by copy. Python copies a pointer and adjusts reference counts. This Python approach, heap allocated, follow the same reference semantic approach. Values to live on the stack in hardware registers. Let's continue with the arguments information further. Mojo structs are always inlined into their container, used as a field of another type or into the stack frame of the containing function. How lifetimes of values controlled to keep Mojo a memory-safe language. Mojo compiler uses data flow analysis, type annotation provide full control over value copies, aliasing of references, and mutation control. These features similar in like a Rust language, but they work differently to make Mojo easier to learn. And they integrate better into the Python ecosystem without requiring a massive annotation burden. Immutable arguments. A borrowed object is an immutable reference to an object that a function receives, instead of receiving a copy of the object. Call function has full read and execute access to the object, but it cannot modify. The caller has exclusive ownership of the object. Default behavior for fn arguments explicitly define it with the borrowed keyword. Fn use underscore something underscore big. A and B are passed the same, because borrowed is the default. A.print underscore id, B.print underscore id. Default applies to all arguments uniformly, including the self-argument of methods. When passing large values or when passing expensive values like a reference counted pointer. Let us see an elaborate example of a code. Please pause the video, go through the code example. Now let's see the explanation. The code starts with a function called try underscore something underscore big which is passed in the argument big. This function creates an instance of something big and then prints its ID number. The next line uses this object by passing it to another function, use underscore something underscore big. The code starts with a struct called something big that has two fields, id underscore number and huge. It also has an initializer method underscore init underscore, that takes no arguments and returns self, the struct. The underscore copy init underscore method copies all the fields from one object to another except for those marked as mutable or borrowed. In this case, id underscore number is not copied because it's marked as mutable in the definition of something big. The code attempts to print the ID number of the something big struct. The first line creates a new instance of the something big struct and assigns it to big. The second line prints out the ID number of this instance with self.id_number equals number. Why arguments are important in Mojo? In Python, all fundamental values are references to objects. Python function can modify the original object. In Python, all fundamental values are references to objects. Thus, Python developers are used to thinking about everything as reference semantic. Python or machine level, you see references actually passed by copy. Python copies a pointer and adjusts reference counts. This Python approach, heap allocated, follow the same reference semantic approach. Values to live on the stack in hardware registers. Let's see why argument conventions are important. Mojo structs are always inlined into their container, used as a field of another type or into the stack frame of the containing function. How lifetimes of values controlled to keep Mojo a memory-safe language. Mojo compiler uses data flow analysis, type annotation provide full control over value copies, aliasing of references, and mutation control. These features similar in like a Rust language, but they work differently to make Mojo easier to learn. And they integrate better into the Python ecosystem without requiring a massive annotation burden. Let's now talk about mutable arguments. If you want to define an fn function and want an argument to be mutable, in simple words, arguments inside the function are visible outside the function. Declare the argument as mutable with the inout keyword. Please pause the video and take a look at the given example. Now we will try to run the code in Mojo Jupyter Notebook to see the output response. You can find the Jupyter Notebook console in the video description. After we execute the code, we observe error. Why? Let's go through the code closely and understand the code explanation. Explanation. The code is trying to add two integers together. The first integer is self and the second integer is RHS. In order to do this, it uses a function called _add_ which takes in self and RHS as arguments. This function returns an integer that will be assigned back into self for use in the next iteration of the loop. The code also has a function called _iadd_ which takes in two integers as arguments, self and RHS. This function does not have any return value because it cannot assign anything back into itself since it's immutable, self equals self plus RHS. The code attempts to show that the self and RHS variables are immutable in _add_. The code above does not work for _iadd_ because it cannot assign to self. Discussing the code example further. The problem here is that self is immutable because this is a Mojo fn function. The solution is to declare that the argument is mutable by adding the inout keyword on the self argument name. Please go through the sample code. Let's discuss code example further. From the code syntax you can understand that self argument is mutable in the function and any changes are visible in the caller, even if the caller has a non-trivial computation to access it, like an array subscript. Let's see a code example in detail. Please pause the video and try to go through the code example. Now let's see the explanation. Explanation. The code starts by creating a variable x with the value 42. The code then adds 1 to x, which makes it 43. Next, the code prints out the value of x and shows that it is now 43. Then, in line 3, we see that a new variable called y is created and initialized with the value of x, 42. In line 4, we see that y is incremented by 1 making it 43 as well. Finally in line 5 an error occurs because you cannot mutate let values. The code will print the value of x, which is 43. The code will print the value of a 4, which is 8. Let's move further. Mojo implements the in-place mutation of the above inlined fixed vector element by emitting a call to _getItem_ into a temporary buffer, followed by a store with _setItem_ after the call. Mutation of the let value fails because it isn't possible to form a mutable reference to an immutable value. Similarly, The compiler rejects attempts to use a subscript with an in-out argument if it implements _getItem_ but not _setItem_. Let's see about swap functionality with code example and explanation. Please go through the code syntax and try to understand the logic. Let's see the explanation. The code has a function called show_swap that takes two arguments, x and y. The first argument is an integer variable named x and the second argument is an integer variable named y. Inside of the function, there are three lines of code: var x equals 42, var y equals 12, swap x, y, print x hash prints 12. The code will swap the value of x and y. The output of this code is 1242.